County Kings forever. Turn me up, son. Get money. Alright. Get money. Let's go. Look, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my Lone Star, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my look. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go. Let's go, let's get it. It's been a while, but I grabbed my pen. No losers told me how to win while deep in sin. Stomach lining thin because of Seagram's gin. Plenty dead corpses all throughout Prince George's. Of course, this be the underlord. Hell is where the source is. Killers rob and take right between a rock and a hard place. So I stay in God's face, begging over heaven's sake. If I can't live, let me die. Tears don't well up in my eyes. Which one say real men shall cry? I'ma tell you why I stay getting high. Evil pools when I push. Niggas slinging President Bush. Crackhead brain change the mush. Keep your brains up in them books. Teach you hope, say I'm a fool, but I did what you trying to do. A crying shame. Every other word that they speak is lame. They went to the fans and they changed the game. I ran to the fans and I changed the game. Sunny days instead of rain. High off life instead of cane. Nigga think shots can stop my game. With a truck to a bike, get out my lane. Jack and Paul called Mary Jane. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, let's go. Look, see we pump work like sawed-offs. Go ape shit, crush all y'all. Cupcakes, you so soft, good kill shot, no handball. See me bro with a telescope. Louisville, a crack cantaloupes. Box you back into the rope and your fate be sealed like envelopes. And I cheap, but no cataracts. Break teeth like a lumberjack. Pimped out, I'm so smack. Go extra hard, don't hold back. Kinked out, what now? Go, nigga, that's our sound. Loud pack with a funnel leaf and that bamboo. And that's uptown. And we cooped up and stay dipped out. That there be the man down. PG niggas don't play neither point gun. We spray rounds. Big shots to my whole team. Baggies in our baggy jeans. Eyes closed off endo. That there be the gal mean. Chicken chumps going ham. On the low, you don't want no beef. Found up no wreck. Go get your crew. This county king, I roll 1 deep. Ladies wanna know what I like. I said long legs and soft cheeks. Baby girl, she said how you want it. 2 hands but no teeth. Go. Cause we catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it, let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, we go. Let's get it, let's go.
Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know if I can be heard or not. Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. So let's see what we got right here. Okay, hold on. Am I coming through? Mic check 1, 2. Okay, I'm seeing a pulse. I'm seeing a pulse around the ring. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so respect. Welcome back to another episode of Smitty's Corner. So what we're gonna do is, hold on one. Let me go ahead. Let me get this bad boy set up. Let me know. Don't I got one of my? Oh, y'all give me a second. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me keep y'all entertained while I do so, though. Nah, there we go. Right here. I do. All right, back. You know, there we go. Oh, there we go. So I just want to holler at y'all for the morning. Right? Let me close this window. My bad, sir. My bad. I gotta remember it's a lot different here in the city as opposed to Verbs. I got to be mindful of outside sound. Right. Which is very refreshing because it lets me know life still goes on. But let's go ahead and let's talk about something. Right. So I want to go ahead. I just, for the morning, man, because I'm going to tap into something I know for a fact a lot of us are ignoring. Like, we're not, we're not, we ain't trying to talk about it. But you know what? Sometimes the most healthiest discussions are the most uncomfortable. Okay. Sometimes the most healthiest discussions are the most uncomfortable. So let's talk about the holiday, right? I bet. Let me get myself positioned. All right, so let's talk about I myself, right? When it comes to the holidays, I would like to first and foremost say to everybody, happy holidays. That's right. Something that I notice each year that goes by more and more, we do not say anything to each other for real. And you know what I notice? When I actually do come out, I, I will actually say, yes, I'm saying these words. Happy Thanksgiving or Happy Turkey Day. Merry Christmas to you. Right? Happy holidays. Man, I am so peeping how we're not hearing it more and more and more. It's slowly, truly in our face. We are the generation, if you want to say, that is actually experiencing an entire legacy of a tradition die. Right? Now I know there's a lot of us that's like, well, Smitty, no, you gotta understand, brother. We found out that they were giving us poisonous blankets and the pilgrims and this and that, yada yada yada. And then I noticed that we'll go into such this deep, deep facet of well, it really comes from the oppressors. So we don't want to celebrate it, no, because it comes from the oppressors. I got you. Now, I want to ask somebody, truly, honestly speaking, when was the last time that during a Thanksgiving meal, when the family held hands, I'm talking about, I want you to think of at the height of it in your lifespan. When have you ever heard anybody say, I want to thank the Indians for fighting off the pilgrims? I just want to give thanks for the fact that I was not given a smallpox blanket. We don't think nothing about that. Do you know why we love the holidays so much? You want to know why? Three main things. One, kids and adults are off for school and work. Everybody gets a quick little breather. Two, you get to see people that you normally haven't seen all through the year. You get to hear from folks you haven't heard from all through the year. And we get to kind of regroup and gather. And so, how's things been? You all right? At least that's what it used to be. Right. And three, we actually get a chance to reflect, eat good. What is wrong with that? Let's stop acting like we actually have been doing these holidays for the true meaning of the holidays, but now we want to say I don't celebrate none of the holidays because of its true meaning. And then that's where I go to. When have we ever celebrated it for that reason? So then at that point, my mind starts to do what it normally does, and that's think. my mind starts to try to figure some answers out. So then this is what happens. I come to the conclusion, okay, well, let me think about it. There's been a lot that's been going on ever since I say about the last, like, I say about 20 years now. I'm just saying from my personal observation from what I've seen. There's been a shift in the mood, the mode. I don't know if anybody remembers or not, but once upon a time when it was the holidays, it actually in the air, it smelled like it felt like it. You want to know what I believe is the main key core as to why people so called say, I don't celebrate this, I don't celebrate that. And they use, well, it's the master's oppression of a holiday. So why should we celebrate it as an excuse? Because really it's all about the holidays bring about pain. See, this is where it gets tough in this discussion. The holidays has brought about a lot of pain. There are a lot of people who, right on this day, right before such and such, they lost someone close. They don't even want to celebrate no. So they got to think of a reason to say it. Once upon a time, when I said it smelled like it in the air, that's because you could smell home cooked meals from outside. People don't really have the money to afford home cooked meals as much as we used to. Not saying that it ain't no money out here, or it's more money than ever out here, but there's just as much poverty out here than ever before as well. And the last time I checked, poverty has always been over top when it comes to numbers as opposed to those who are well off for what to do. Right. So cool. So I do believe that a lot of us, for whatever reason, we stop celebrating because there's something about this time of year. A lot of people get real depressed. Now, I'm not trying to bring us down for the moment. I just want us to really take time. See, this is more of a like, let's reflect and tap in. Let's tap in. Let's really think about this right now. Why? Why is it that for some reason, like, I had a little B-Day. I'm saying it passed ages ago. That was on the 7th of this month. Right? The B-Day that was on the 7th of this month. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me put my phone. So I don't, let me do this. All right. So I had a B-Day that was on the 7th of this month. All right, cool. And I ain't gonna lie, as it was approaching, I got all this anxiety. And I don't mean in a good way. It was, I don't know. It's like I got into this very much so confused state of mind, right? Just turned 43. We're slowly moving into a new year, or faster than we think. And there's all these thoughts going through my mind. And I notice that the older I get, when the holidays come around, which for us on the calendar is at the end of the year, right around when that time comes, my B-Day hits and so many other things hit. And I'm sitting up here and I'm like now to the point where I'm not necessarily celebrating more so than reflecting. Like I just get to really thinking about life. You see what I'm saying? And what's sad is that a lot of the thoughts that come to my mind aren't the best of thoughts all the time. So then I had to sit with myself and I had to ask me, not you, not nobody else. I just had to have that moment or moments to myself and say, why is that? What's going on with you? And I had to sit down and yes, just like all of us batshit crazy people do, we talk to ourselves. And I mean that. Like I had to actually talk to me. I had to figure some things out. Why do I start getting real nervous when the holidays come up? And you know the conclusion that I came to? Now, this is for me personally because I did the work inside myself to figure out what it is. I did that work, right? So for me, what it is that it came a point in my life right around, I would say, my early-ish mid-20s, because I started getting arrested and I was in the streets real heavy around 24. So from the age of 24, and now I'm 43, from the age of 24, it's only been a few here and there that have been good. But ever since I hopped out into the streets and I started doing what I was doing, man, I always wound up getting arrested around this time of year. I was one of those people where around this time, I'm in from like now through like February. So I will miss the entire holidays. I will miss everything. And that was something that I didn't like, of course, right? All right, boom. So what I figured out in myself is because of that trauma that I put myself through, I wound up not even really looking at holidays or birth or like, my B-Day. Like was just a Friday. Like it was just Friday. It was just a regular ass day. And that's because I had to recognize how long I've denied myself of being celebrated, how long I've denied myself of being able to actually appreciate what I actually have. You know how many people get depressed because they think their Christmas is supposed to be like somebody else's? You thinking that what you got going on is supposed to match up and or top your neighbors. Last time I checked, it's something do not covet thine, something to that effect, right? Somewhere in the book, somewhere. So I peeped that. And so I noticed how, yeah, when the holidays come around, a lot of folks really do not want to have that talk. Man, I go out. I remember once upon a time, man, you just used to hear. I mean, honestly, let's really think about it. If you're old enough, if you're not old enough, you're not going to get it. If you're not bare minimum 35 and over, you probably not going to get it. Maybe I'm 30, maybe nah, but we moving along, man. We moving along with time. I would say about 35 and up. We all remember the days when, like, when it's the holidays, you knew it was the holidays. No one decorates anymore for real. And I get it. Nobody's into it. But I honestly think that is more of a financial thing than it is no, we just discovered the truth, Smitty, and we realized that this is the master and the oppressor's holiday. I don't think that's the main core of it. Because the last time I checked, anything that we know now, we knew then. We knew back in them days when we were coming up and we were celebrating it full, and in this fulfillment to the best of our capabilities, stringing up stuff, mistletoes and everything else, eggnog, all that stuff. Like we doing it. Like when the holidays come, we doing it up. I come from a large family on both sides. Okay, my dad is 8 out of 9. My mother is 2 out of 7. I got hella endless cousins. My family's large, right? So I come from a dynamic of very much so being, to celebrate. I come from that. And I'm peeping how all of these things really, man, like it's dying out. We ain't, we ain't really, we ain't really keeping up with it is our peoples. had us enjoy so much. But then I also have to say, well, how many of us came up and when the holidays came, it wasn't the best? You know, they were deprived. They didn't get this, you see? So I'm just speaking on something I know. It's not the like, coolest, funnest, hottest topic, right? Because everybody wants to ignore what time of the year it is. I get it. I'm not. You see what I'm saying? Because I truly have joy in my heart. No matter what I'm going through, no matter what it is that's taking place in my life, I'm still going to do my little decorations, my little Charlie Brown Christmas tree, whatever it may be. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have myself an awesome year and New Year's to end and to begin. Like, seriously. So I really want us to just for a moment, like that ass, take time and think to yourself, why is that? What you say? You said, huh? Hold on. What? You said, where the Dallas at? Yeah, you drinking. I don't know where that came from. You sure you in the right chat? This is Smitty. You over here with Smitty. I'm talking about the holidays, and Nightish comes over here early in the morning, 7:46 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. He types in, where the Dallas at? Okay, getting back to it. I thank you for that, Nightish. Shout out. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. So, the holidays. I'm dead ass set on this. It ain't about because you guys really look at it as something horrible. It's because when this time comes around, it reminds people of how broke folks are. It reminds us of who it is we wish was still here. All of that. That's what it does. That's what it does. And I'm saying that to say that's unfortunate because I do remember a time when we always have had struggle. Now let's think about it. We've always had struggle. We've always had issues. Shoot, I was one of those kids. I was one of those folks that grew up and, you know, I didn't get stuff all through the year. And I know people talk about that now, like ain't no waiting for the holidays. We celebrate all through the year. Nah, you know what? I really do appreciate the fact that I had to wait. Because when it comes to the overall aspect of life, it has given me the patience to know, you know, be calm, be still. Although that's something I have such a hard time doing, but I still have the mental and that headspace implanted. I have those teachings ingrained in me. And that's what's most important about it. You see? So I get it. I get it. I get it. This shit ain't what it used to be. And everybody has their own reasons as to why. I know there's some folks out here who are like, you know what, Smitty, nah. Me and my family, we do just fine. It's just we don't celebrate. I believe a lot of people stop celebrating because a lot of people just stop celebrating. But, when it comes down to why, I do stand firm on my convictions on what I see going on. You know, it is kind of hard to be in holiday cheer when, you know, you want to give a Santa gift to the person in the office for $20, but you might need that for gas money just to get back and forth because maybe tax is so high, cost of living, eggs, gas, our kids, our personal just wanting to just do us, everything. All of that is like what we have to take into factor. Now, I'm going to leave this on a good note. Today in 2025, especially if you're on the soil that I reside on, the possibilities for you to increase your money is endless. You can do whatever you would like to do, whenever you would like to do it. Will it hit overnight? Maybe. More than likely, no. Will you have to be patient? Absolutely. Will it hit? Possibly. Factor everything I just said in and play it back for yourself. And with that being said, I thank everybody so much for tuning in. Much respect to the family. And I digress. My mic is muted. You all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Shout out.
Get money, baby. Lone Star. Oh, man, get it, dog. Yeah. This is how we do this shit right here. I'm on my PG shit. I'm on my Cali shit. I'm on that Bristol Grit City. Go. Look. Lone Star representing PG. Chop rhymes and PG. Wrote my rhymes for PG. Fuck around, get your face blown, bleeding in the streets. If you talk it, then you walk it. We don't fake in PG. 24 Escalades will be riding PG. I get high in PG. I reside in PG. You get trapped in my hood. Look, you don't know me. Don't be walking back and forth just like you pussies wanna beef. AKA point gun, get bombed in PG. When the lightning gets to clapping in the skies, that's me. Got some crackers out the burbs with some lean, mean green. 345 to get your ass a quarter pound with cheese. I get bread in PG. I get head in PG. Yeah, it's quiet, but we still dodge feds in PG. 4622, I'm coming straight from Gwen B. Can't forget about my killers out there in DC. And this classic right here was done off the GP. If you ain't up on my level, ho, don't test me. You can call it what you want, but I'm still a don up in this piece. Got my bed when I got my blade. Hit a chop up all that beef. Time to ride, gotta get my mask, gotta get my gloves, and I grab that heat. And I promise I won't sleep until you bitch niggas are deceased.
If you doing dirt, better cover your tracks out here, or it's gon' have it so your ass can't relax out here. Fake ass IRS trying to run tax out here, but my youngest still serving wet wax out here. Check the squad, cause they running in them packs out here. Guarantee that every one of them be strapped out here. Front if you wanna get laid out on your back out here, cause it don't take much for them things to clap out shit. You can find them in the green and white lax out here. Mine's flipping cause we gone off them sacks out here. Don't get our paper and them stacks out here. Don't start tell these niggas how we keep it max out here. Out here, when you got to fight for your own and you be blown, cause all you see is broken down home. Sex, drugs and money is setting the tone. So he who is without sin must cast the first stone. Out here, where you got to play the game rough. Feds, bitches and haters be calling your bluff. Shoot first, or you gon' be the one that gets stuck. Caught slipping in the hood, then you coming out cut.
I don't mean to budge in, please y'all pardon me. I done seen bodies fly, you get thrown from your feet. Cannons will toss and turn you like a night of no sleep. I stay on my P's and Q's, I'm sharper than shark's teeth. The one like Jet Li, the beast be unleashed. Lyrical animation, my style be one piece. Constantly elevating my levels out of your reach. You can say that I'm vicious, but never call me a creep. Spirit is very strong, but the body is very weak. The surface resembles joy, though I'm hurting up underneath. Cause everything that I've lost is due to running the streets. So you can gamble away, but I be playing for keeps.